Sure, the Commission's agenda is very broad because we have to do a lot of things together, and I'm sure that your visit will be a very important step in implementation of our plans and planning for new developments. And definitely it will strengthen even more our bilateral ties, which developed very successfully. As you know, I've been many times in the United Kingdom. My last visit was 3 years ago when I met then Prime Minister Madam May and had a very good discussions. And after that, relations, despite pandemic, were in a very active phase. So this year in February we hosted Minister Madam Morton, which also we had a very good conversation. Now your visit, so all this demonstrates a very active political dialogue and also big prospects in economic area. I just looked at the papers before your arrival to Azerbaijan and saw that it's more than 30 billion of investments from United Kingdom to Azerbaijan. Really, it's a lot, and it helps us to develop. It helps us to develop not only oil industry and gas industry, but general development, because these investments led to additional revenues to our budget, which we reinvested in non-oil and gas related areas. And today, cooperation continues very actively. BP is our strategic partner for 30 years and at least 30 years to come, because there are new prospects, new agreements signed. And as you know, now both BP and Azerbaijan are very actively working on renewable sources of energy. I just received information recently from our minister that there is a plan to invest in solar power generation on the liberated areas, which will be very helpful to us, especially with respect to the fact that we announced liberated territories of Karabakh as a territory of green energy and smart city. At the same time, I'd like to say that we already invited British companies as our partners, among the first foreign companies, to work with us on the restoration and reconstruction of the liberated territories, and this process already started. Already cities master plan have been prepared, and we're in a very active phase. And we want to expand cooperation with British companies as companies from a friendly country, and I'm sure that during the session of the Commission this issue also will be discussed. So really we have a very broad agenda of bilateral cooperation. Once again, welcome to Azerbaijan.
Your Excellency, thank you so much for your warm welcome, and it's a delight to be here. The UK, as you know, is a long-standing partner and a champion of Azerbaijan's sovereignty and independence, and we are pleased and privileged to be a close partner with Azerbaijan over so many years. And we're also excited by many things, but I'd pick out two. One is your vision of a greener and sustainable future, which the UK is committed to, and I think it is your vision to ensure that Azerbaijan is not just a successful oil and gas economy, but thinks ahead, plans strategically for the long term, because the future is going to be greener. That is where global investment is going to go, and the opportunity for us to deepen our relationship, as you say, with BP as a strategic partner. There's an enormous opportunity there, and by putting the right policies and measures in place, then there's your long-term legacy for the country is to we've built up and developed it on oil and gas, but are looking to the future.